It's a pretty special place where the students may not always see eye to eye, but they learn to listen and try to understand each other.
Ben Wiedemann reports.
Classes in Arabic and Hebrew. The students, an equal number of Arabs and Jews. They're talking about the assassination 12 years ago of Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin with their Arab and Jewish teachers. Confused? Well, listen carefully and take notes, because there's a lot to learn about Jerusalem's Max Rain hand-in-hand school for bilingual education. With more than 400 students in grades 1 through 9, this is a school where everything is turned on its head. Enemies become friends, familiarity melts contempt.
We believe that the main problem in Israel, that the two sides live so close to each other, but they don't know anything about each other.
Ala Khatib, an Arab, and Dalia Peretz, a Jew, are the school's co-principals. They admit they don't see eye to eye on everything, but are proud of what they've created.
The children develop a new kind of thinking even. We see that our children are more creative. They are more critical about the reality they see outside. And we hope to create here a model for different partnership, different mutual life between Arabs and Jews in Israel.
There are 4 other hand-in-hand schools in Israel, public institutions partially financed by international and private donors. Elsewhere in Israel, Jews and Arabs generally go to separate schools. What holds this one together is an unswerving emphasis on respect.
We never encourage or even try to convince somebody to agree. We don't want to wrap up the package and tie a string and say, but here, we're all friends. Here, we certainly are friends. And friends don't always agree. And we're not even asking people to agree, but we do ask that you listen. You just need to hear the concerns, the expressions, the love, the grief, the fear of the other.
What makes this school stand out is that we are 2 peoples living together with 3 religions, says 3rd grade teacher Arij Halabi. We try to understand everyone's beliefs, opinions, and what makes each one special. 8th graders Jamie Einstein on the left and Mu'taz Ershed on the right have been best friends since 1st grade. In their class, boys sit with boys and girls sit with girls. Ethnic differences have faded into the background.
I'm a swimmer, so I swim with the Jewish people. All of them is Jewish people. And they used to be with Jewish people only. They didn't speak with Arabs at all before I came. So it was a little different for them, but we're now like brothers, because we meet each other every day.
Outside, some Israelis have protested the mixed nature of the school. But today, what is the exception? Students here hope someday will be the norm.
When I'm an adult, maybe I'll still have Arab friends, and maybe we can try and change something, that maybe most of the schools will have Arabs in it, and it won't be all schools only Arabs and only Jews. Because I think all the schools should be Arabs and Jews together.
It's a concept that will take time to catch on, but Mu'taz's and Jamie's parents are convinced they've done the right thing. There's now a waiting list to get into the school.
It's a very natural thing. Once you're in it, it just happens. It's that first step of daring to say, I'm going to try this new, unusual, what might seem strange to other people thing. But once you're in it, you're in it.
I believe that when both nations, Jews and Arabs, start to believe that they are equal, that they have equal opportunities, that this land, this territory is giving chances to all of them, it would be very easy to have peace.
And that's a lesson Arabs and Jews would do well to learn. The American author Mark Twain once wrote, "I've never let my schooling interfere with my education," which is a good point. But in the case of this school, they'll probably be getting a very good education, even if they don't always hit the books. Ben Wiedemann, CNN, Jerusalem.
It's a nice story about a special, special place.
Yeah.
We're going to say, or rather tell you a different kind of story about cultures meeting on the sports field.